Do you want to know what's in store for you during this Pluto retrograde? How to survive the energies that are coming your way? Then this is the timeless tarot reading meant just for you, so keep watching. Hello trick-or-treaters, boos and ghouls, and witchy souls. I am editing this part into the video, so excuse the abruptness. But I did just really want to give a big thank you, okay? A big, huge thank you. I started this channel in January of 2021, right? Just the beginning of this year. It was something that I've been thinking about doing, that 2020 really brought to me, something that I really just wanted to bring to you, some messages and energies that I wanted to bring helpful. I just wanted to be really helpful. That is the whole point of this channel, is to be helpful, inspirational, motivational for everyone who's watching this, to bring healing energies to you, to help you benefit from these messages and to help your life, right? To just be successful, more positive, right? That's all I want to do. I want to spread love and light, you guys, throughout the world. That's what I want to do. That's the purpose of this channel. Now, it's been a slow but steady growth on this channel. I think we're at like 40 subscribers right now, and I'm so absolutely incredibly grateful for it. And I've met a couple of really beautiful souls and inspirational people along the way. And I did just want to go ahead and mention those people because I think that they deserve some recognition for how they have just really helped me, helped inspire me, and really helped motivate me during this whole process of creating this channel. So first off, I want to go ahead and recognize Miss Denise from Modern Priscilla Tarot, okay? I met her a while ago, right when I really in the early stages of my channel. I discovered her channel and I started watching her videos and just, you know, commenting on her videos. I really enjoy her readings, the way that she does things. She uses very unique spreads in the way that she reads. It's very helpful. She has all of these really fun analogies and she posts every day. I don't know how she does it, but you know, keep it up, girl, because you know, you're wild and I love it. She posts literally every day, so go ahead. And I just wanted to recognize her. Check out her channel, you guys. It's very inspiring. She's very good at what she does. And she has just been really inspirational for me and motivating for me because, you know, she's done what I'm trying to do, right? She's created her channel, built her channel, and she's a viewer on my channel, and she comments on my videos all the time, and I comment on hers, and she's just so supportive of me and so consistent with her interactions on my channel that I did just really want to recognize her and tell her, you know, a big thank you. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. Thank you for all of your interactions. Thank you for, you know, giving me a shout out on your live videos or in your comment section, you know, just being so supportive of me. I really do appreciate that. If you have come to my channel from a viewer, you know, because she recommended me, I do just want to say thank you for checking me out and for trusting her, and welcome to the family, this beautiful spooky family. I just am so incredibly grateful for the support from you guys. So thank you so much. I did just want to put that out there. And then another big thank you too, I wanted to say to Miss Lunar Dream Tarot. I'm so sorry. I don't know your name. I don't think you've ever said your name on any of your videos. And if you did and I missed it, I am so sorry. But Lunar Dream Tarot, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put links to both of their channels down below. I know my channel is significantly smaller than both of your guys' channel, but you know, you have been so helpful and motivational, inspirational for me that you know, I really want to return the favor and those energies back to you, because I really believe in, you know, giving back and that give and take energy. So thank you so much. She created a video not too long ago, and she dedicated that video to me. And she was just so sweet, and she had such nice things to say about my channel She is a silent watcher, and I don't mind that at all. Just to know that she is watching my videos and that she supports me, and that she did give me that shout out was absolutely so amazing. And I just wanted to thank you so much. If you girls are watching this, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your shout out. Thank you for all of your inspirational and motivational words. I really just, words can't express my gratitude, okay? They cannot express my gratitude. If you are a viewer on my channel or a new subscriber and you came to me through Lunar Dream Tarot, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for trusting her, right? For trusting her, I don't even know her taste, I guess, in channels, and for clicking on that link and for joining the family. I do just really appreciate it. And I did just want to, you know, personally thank you for doing that. I really just do appreciate it. And I look forward to just returning the favor to you. And just, you know, just thank you guys so much. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, thank you. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get back to our scheduled reading now, you guys. Okay. Hello trick-or-treaters and welcome back to my channel Trick or Treat Tarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick-a-cards and other spiritual related videos. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And while you are subscribing, make sure you hit that post bell notification button so you don't miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. All right, you guys, so we are back with another retrograde reading. This is a timeless reading, all about the energies of this Pluto retrograde. I know it's a little overdue, okay? Pluto went retrograde on April 27th. So this is a little, you know, a little late, but you know, my Mars in Virgo likes me to stay on a very specific uploading schedule with, you know, how I upload my videos and the types of videos that I upload and when I upload them, okay? But we are bringing you this message and we have lots of retrogrades coming, so we're gonna have lots of other retrograde messages as well. We are entering retrograde season. I have some notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's because I'm trying to keep track of all of the specific dates and planets that are happening so I can give you guys a rundown of what is going on with these energies, okay? With all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know timestamps are going to be in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below. So you guys can go ahead and skip straight to, we're going to do an astrological forecast, right? We're just going to talk about the energies. What does it mean? What's happening? What's coming your way? And we are also going to do a collective reading. So we're going to do a tarot reading, see what spirit has to tell us about the energies of this retrograde. And we're also going to do a charm casting for the collective as well. That's going to give us a little bit more information on how to prepare or what kind of energies are coming our way during this retrograde, okay? So lots of information today, you guys. I'm super excited though to get straight into it. Also, I just did want to let you guys know as well that I am going to be doing a for the month of June, reading, right? Readings for the zodiacs, readings for the planets, for the houses, all that good stuff. I'm going to be posting every day throughout the month of June, every single day. Okay, and it's all going to be astrological related. So we're going to go through all of the zodiacs, all of the planets, all of the houses, and we're going to have so much information for you there. So it's going to be a whole marathon. It's like a 30-day challenge that I'm trying out to see how things go. So let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for that and what your thoughts and opinions are, okay? Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, you guys. If you're not following me on Instagram, I have a link in the description box as well. So that way you guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. With all of that being said, we are gonna kind of just roll right into it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start with our astrological forecast. So we're going into retrograde season and it is going to be absolutely insane. So we're kicking things off with Pluto retrograde, just went retrograde on the 27th. And after that, Saturn is gonna be going retrograde on the 23rd. And then we have a lunar eclipse on the 26th. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 29th, and then we have a solar eclipse next month, June 10th, and then Jupiter goes retrograde on the 20th of June. Mercury then goes direct, thankfully. She gets, you know, she feels like it's a little crowded, party's getting a little too hearty for her, so she pieces out, she moves direct on the 22nd of June. And then Neptune takes her place on the 25th. Then Neptune goes retrograde and joins the party there. Okay, so lots happening astrologically in the cosmos with all of the solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, retrogrades. Girl, I hope you're ready. Okay, and if you're not, then just keep watching because we're going to talk all about on how to be prepared for all of this. Okay, so this video is solely going to focus on the Pluto retrograde, but I'm going to have other videos for all of the other retrogrades and eclipses and all of the energies for all of that as well. So again, make sure you have the notifications turned on so that you guys get all of that good information, okay? Now let's talk about this Pluto retrograde is in Capricorn, okay? So we know last year we had that big Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, right? And it was tough. It was definitely tough, but also refreshing. For me, at least. It was quite refreshing, very tough, right? The whole pandemic happened. Everyone was quarantined, right? Global scales. These energies affect everyone on a global scale. So all of that happened, and it was very, very transforming, very eye-opening, right? To a lot of us about, you know, maybe specific governmental interferences, career-wise, businesses, right? All of that good stuff, because we know that Capricorn rules all of those things, the government, businesses, right? Personal achievements or career options, advances, things like that. And then also Saturn, right? Saturn rules all of those things too. Saturn's also very restrictive. And then we have Pluto, which is the death card, Scorpio energy, right? All about transformation, very, very powerful energies, okay? So now, Saturn and Pluto conjunction ended. That is no more. Saturn has now moved into Aquarius, okay? But Pluto is still cleaning up. Okay, Pluto's still in Capricorn. She's cleaning up. She is finishing what she started, okay? So that is pretty much what this Pluto retrograde is. This is Pluto finishing up her business in Capricorn. Finishing tying up those knots, tying up those loose ends, and really bringing everything kind of to a conclusion so that way we can close that book and get right into the new book, which is going to be Aquarius. We're not going to have all these fun planets in Aquarius. Pluto's going to enter Aquarius, Saturn, Jupiter, all that good stuff, all those big bad planets entering Aquarius. And we're going to start a whole new chapter there. So Pluto's just making sure that we leave things off on a good note. We finish cleaning up and all of the transformation that has to happen for, you know, on a global scale for everyone who's watching this, for everyone who's not watching this, for me, for you, for literally everyone in existence, okay? Now, so this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is going to be highly focusing on career, right? So career advances, our career options. She's really going to make you think about what are you doing for your career, right? And why are you doing that? So, right, when Pluto enters retrograde, this is, right, we know retrogrades are very much important for our growth because it gives us a moment of reflection. It gives us a moment to think about what it is that we're doing and why we are doing it. Okay, so when Pluto goes retrograde, Pluto wants you to stop and think and wonder why maybe something's not going so great for you, or maybe if there was some kind of obstacle or hurdle that you had to jump through, or some kind of detour you had to take because a certain adventure didn't work out for you. Understanding that Pluto's energy is redirecting you, right, towards something that is more for you, something that is meant for you. So sometimes we move in a direction that we're not supposed to be going in, and so the universe then interferes and kind of pushes us into the direction that we're supposed to be going in, okay? Oftentimes when this happens with Pluto retrograde, we want to play the victim card. We feel victimized. We want to know why we feel like our life is falling apart, why nothing's working out for us. It feels very devastating. It can be very traumatic for some people. Pluto does not play games, okay? Pluto is not here to sugarcoat things, right? She is here to tell you like it is. And she doesn't care, okay? She doesn't care about your feelings. She doesn't care about, you know, your thoughts and opinions, if you're gonna cry, if, you know, you're heartbroken or whatever. No, she just wants you to understand your growth. She wants you to grow. It's that tough love energy. Pluto gives you that tough love energy, right? So she is gonna pull the wool right over your, right from your eyes, pull the rug right from under you, and you're gonna fall down. And she's going to teach you how to get right back up and show you how this was beneficial to your growth, how this was helpful for you, right? So at the end of the day, all of this energy is for your greatest good. It's for you, right? Remember that these things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you, okay? So important things, right, on a global scale with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, government. The governments of the world, right? This is what is going to be affecting us. This is what's going to be changing. So pay attention to your governments wherever it is that you're living. Okay, maybe certain laws that are passing or amendments. Look at, you know, elections, right? These are things that are going to be affected during this retrogrades, right? Pluto is going to put a spotlight on a lot of, you know, these government interactions on a global scale, and how these interactions are affecting you personally in your personal life. And this is also a time not to just think about your own personal life, but also to think about, you know, your country as a whole or the world as a whole. Remember, we are all living on this planet. We are all supposed to be working together to benefit from each other and live a very prosperous life, okay? And prosperous brings me to my next point. Pay attention to those stock markets. Pay attention to money, right? Those cryptocurrencies, specific investments that you are making, okay, or investments that you have already made. Pay attention to those things, because again, that's where you're going to start to see some fluctuations happening during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, okay? Also, pay attention to maybe certain achievements or goals that you've been setting. Maybe if you don't reach certain achievements or goals during this Pluto retrograde, try to understand why. What is the reason? What is Pluto trying to tell you? How come you didn't achieve that goal or make that achievement, right? What was the blockage? What was in your way? How can you overcome that? What did you learn from that? How did you grow from that? What are the lessons, okay? Retrogrades are here to teach us lessons. They're here to make us reflect on things that we've done in our past and how we can grow and learn from those, right, certain situations, and bring that energy, bring that new knowledge into our future, okay? Now, this is also going to affect, for some of us, right, our parents, our relationship with our parents, right? Capricorn can talk about authoritative figures, which is why it often refers to the government or to our bosses or management in specific career or work environments. So then this could also refer to our parents. So pay attention to your relationship with your parents. Okay, maybe your communication, the way you communicate with each other, if you live with your parents, if you don't live with your parents, okay, being very conscious, right, of the way that you guys talk to each other or the way that you interact with each other, because that's also going to be very important during this Pluto retrograde, okay, in Capricorn. Now, that is just some of the energies, right? This is very, very general information. We're not going to make this video, you know, like a day long. So we're just kind of giving us a general overall recap of this energy and how it's going to be affecting all of us, how it's going to be affecting me, how it's going to be affecting you. So that way you have a broader knowledge and understanding of this energy and how you can use this energy to your own benefit, right? How to ride the wave. You want to make sure that you're riding the wave, not against the current. So this is what this information is meant to help you do. If you have this information in your back pocket and you're able to use this information to ride the wave, then this retrograde is going to be a lot smoother for you than if you don't have this information, or if you don't listen to this information, you decide to go against the current. Things are definitely just going to be a lot tougher for you, okay? So make sure that you pay attention, take notes if you have to take notes. Ask me questions if you have questions in the comments, and I will answer them for you, okay? So that pretty much is our astrological projection during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. And now we're going to start to get into our collective tarot reading, okay? I'm gonna do the shuffling on camera. You guys know I love doing the shuffling on camera, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that now. If you don't want to see the shuffling though, I always have the timestamps below, so you can skip the shuffling, go straight to your message if you don't want to see the shuffling. But if you do want to see the shuffling, then just keep watching, because that's what we're doing right now. All right, hello trick-or-treaters. We are getting right into it. These are our channeled messages of the energy for the collective surrounding this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. So let's see what's coming to us. What is coming this retrograde? What does it mean for us? Let's get into it, see what's going on. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Fool, interesting. Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is already interesting. We have two Pentacles, right? So that Earth energy there, which Capricorn is an Earth sign. We know that the Pentacles also can talk about finances. We know Capricorn's all about that finances, that career life, right? So what does this mean? Right off the bat, we have the Fool. Okay, so the Fool. This is new potential energy, right? With this retrograde is bringing in opportunity. An opportunity to go back and reflect, right? Reflect on certain achievements, goals, right? Maybe that you've set for yourself and you have not accomplished yet. And there's opportunity on reflection of how to achieve those accomplishments. How to become more fulfilled in that career life. What are the career opportunities? Are you on the right career path for you? Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is going to make you rethink your career path. It's going to make you rethink what you're doing for your life's purpose, right? What are you doing for the rest of your life? Are you working, right, a 9 to 5 and instead you really want to be an artist? This is going to make you think about those things. And with the Fool here, this is telling you to take those opportunities. When you have, right, there's going to be some kind of clarity. During this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, there's going to be clarity on what it is that you actually want to do as a career path, regardless of maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? Not productivity, but right, reality. For a lot of us, when we think about, you know, going to school, picking a career, we want to think about what's the most realistic options for us. But that's an illusion. When you think about realism in a career path, those are specific boundaries that are, you know, meant to put us into a box based off of, right, certain governmental guidelines. And, you know, we could talk days about that. I could make a whole nother video on that. But honestly, when you think about what it is that you want to do as a career, you could literally do anything. Okay, regardless of what society tells you, right, to be in that box, right? Society is always trying to put us in a box. So Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is telling you to step out of that box, to take a chance on something that you are really passionate about, to take a chance on something that you really want to do. The career options for you are endless, and don't give up on something that you're passionate about because you feel like maybe it's not sustainable. Because it could be. If you give it a chance, just give it a chance, give it an opportunity. All about finding a balance and moving in the direction that you want to move in. Okay? We see that there needs to be a balance between your thought of wanting to stay realistic, right? We know that that earth energy is there. It wants you to be realistic. It wants you to be grounded. It wants you to be secure. You're looking for that sense of security, but while also still trying to do something that's going to make you happy. You're unhappy in a certain career, in a job, right? Is it just a job for you? Are you in between jobs? Not sure where you're going, what you're doing, floating around in between. Now is the time to really focus on a side, focus on something, really pinpoint what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to focus on, what's going to bring you fulfillment, joy, and happiness, and move towards that, move in that direction. So this is really about figuring that out and finding that balance between sustainability and happiness, okay? And we see success. There's success here. Whatever it is that you choose to do for your career, you will be successful because the Nine of Pentacles tells you that there is financial fulfillment, tells you that there's success, right? With that Page of Pentacles in reverse, we know that there is worry. We know that there is, right, some discernment going on, but you have to believe in yourself more. There's a lot of self-doubt that's going on here. You've built yourself on a very wobbly foundation because you don't have that confidence, that self-doubt. You haven't been practicing those skills and talents that are going to help you be really good at what it is that you want to do. So now's the time to maybe start dabbling, in that thing that you want to do, right? Maybe now's the time to start practicing it. Maybe it starts out as a hobby, and then it becomes a side hustle, and then it becomes your second job, your only job, your career. Okay? You have to think about the possibilities, the positive potential. That's what the energies are showing us here. This is the thing that you have to focus on, right? Doors are going to start to open for you, but you have to make the decision to walk through them. Paths are going to open up for you, but you have to make the decision to walk down them. And you aren't going to know what the end result is, but you can believe in what you want it to be. And then manifestation starts to come into play. Law of attraction starts to come into play. And that's all of the tools, right, that you need. That's what starts to build momentum. That's what starts to get you going. That's what then becomes this snowball effect where the I can, I will, I want starts to I have, right, starts to magnify. And then all of these opportunities start coming to you, doors start opening, your wallet starts filling, that pocket's looking nice and fat, that bank account is good, worries leave, worries go. And there's just joy and fulfillment and happiness, and suddenly the fear is gone and you're wondering, what was I even afraid of in the first place? Because everything is beautiful around me and everything that I create is beautiful. I am powerful and unstoppable. This is knowing your power, owning your power, and just doing it. Just do it. I mean, I say that a lot, right, during these readings on my channels, but because that is the hardest struggle. That is the hardest thing to overcome. People feel like they're going against the grain, trying to do something that they feel like they can't do, when actually the thing that you want to do is going with the grain, and going against the grain is doing something that you don't want to do. Doing something because you feel like you have to do it because someone else told you to. That's when the problems begin, honey. That's what then causes the self-doubt and the self-conflict, the turmoil, destruction. If you want to avoid all of that, you have to go down the path of least resistance and do the things that make you happy and only focus on your own self-joy and happiness and fulfillment. And it's that easy. It's that easy. Emotional loss. Eight of Cups. So, what does the Eight of Cups want you to let go of? Pluto retrograde needs you to let go of something. Pluto retrograde is going to come in and take something away from you. Just take it away because you don't need it. It no longer serves you. So you've been holding on to it. You've been trying so hard to make something. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Five of Cups energy. But the same concept, right? You've been trying so hard to hold on to something, and Pluto retrograde is really going to take that away from you. You're going to start, there's also, right, with the Five of Cups, a sense of regret. Regret that maybe you didn't take an opportunity when it presented itself to you, and now that opportunity is no longer there. Those are the energies that's happening here. Power, we have strength. Strength. Okay? So, what's happening with the strength card? Pluto retrograde wants you to be strong, wants you to find that confidence, okay? Wants you to understand your power. To claim your power, own your power. But there's a struggle. There's a struggle with owning that power because you're not really sure if you're capable of what you want to be capable of. And the shadow, okay? And all of these were, I think, in reverse too, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, but same concepts apply. So it's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough, this Pluto retrograde. With the Five of Cups, right, reverse, the strength, power, reverse, shadow, reverse, right? There's definitely some work that you have to do with the shadow here, the shadow work. That's what's coming to mind here. There's work on yourself that you have to do before you can find that confidence, right? Because with the strength in reverse, power in reverse here, this is talking about lack of confidence. So you need to have that confidence, but you don't have it right now. You're not going to have it. You're going to feel like something's missing, something's losing, something's at loss. But in order to be able to take those chances, right, take those opportunities, really go with your gut, follow your heart, you have to have confidence. So that's where this work has to come into play here. Before all of these achievements and successes can happen, you have to do the work on yourself to be able to take the opportunities when they present themselves to you before you can find that success, okay? And then if you don't, right, do that work and you don't have that confidence, then that's where that regret's going to come into play, because you're going to wish that you did. You're going to wish you had taken those opportunities, because newsflash, those doors aren't going to stay open forever. Those paths aren't going to lead you right forever. You have to go through the doors. You have to go down the paths. You have to take the opportunities, because they're only there for a limited window, right? Your window's open, but only for a limited time. If you don't take those opportunities when they present themselves, you're going to miss out, and you're going to wish that things have been different, that you had done things differently. You're gonna, right, during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, that's where this reflection is gonna start to come into play, because you have missed out on opportunities before. You feel like you've missed out on maybe your youth. You've missed out on college. You've missed out on doing the things that you wanted to do. And that's what's gonna be reflective here. But it's never too late. Okay, that's the message here for all of us, right? Is it's never too late to do the thing that you want to do. It's never too late to do the thing that you love. A lot of us feel like maybe we've run out of time. Maybe it's just too late, you know, and maybe we want to just might as well keep going down the path that we're already on, because we're already halfway down it. But that's not true, right? Time is a concept, is an illusion. And it's never too late to do the thing that you love. And I think that's really the work that has to be done here with the shadow in reverse, is that, you know, you really have to understand what it was that you didn't do before that you have to do now, learning from those past mistakes and being able to grow from that, working on yourself, working on that self-confidence, working on those talents and those skills that are really going to help propel you down the career that you want to do, right? Do the studying, do the practicing, do the learning, right? Take time out and be able to then have those skills and those tools behind you so you can be successful in those opportunities when you take those opportunities, when they present themselves to you. And that's then where the success is going to come in. Translucence, love the darkness. So love the darkness. This is love the shadows, right? Love the darkness, love the healing. Love the healing that's taking place. Love those obstacles, those hurdles. Those are challenges. You have to love the challenges because they are self-fulfilling. They are growing, right? Growing opportunities for growth and learning. And it's with this learning and growth that you get all of this new wisdom and knowledge that helps create a smoother and more successful future. So you have to love the darkness during this Pluto retrograde. Just love it. Love it for all that it is. Minimus, commune with the source. So yeah, definitely taking time to commune with source, taking time out to meditate, taking time out to communicate with your guides, pay attention to signs and symbols during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, making sure that you are taking the path of least resistance, okay? Not going against the grain. You have to go with the flow. That's the most important thing during these retrogrades, okay? You have to go with the flow. Don't get upset when something doesn't work out for you. Just sit down, meditate, and ask source, spirit, you know, why did this happen? What was why did this obstacle happen? What is the learning? What was the wisdom? How am I growing? How to use that growth and new knowledge and wisdom to transcend the darkness, right? To grow from with your shadow self, right? Doing that shadow work. That's what has to happen here. So making sure that you stay calm, stay in communication with your guides, okay, when in meditation, in prayer, in manifestation as well. Okay, we talked about manifestation. Manifestation is also going to be very important for you during this time of self-growth and self-evolution. Evolution. That's what's ultimately happening here, you guys. With this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, there is a self-evolution that's happening where you are reaching this new transcendence of what it is that you want, right? How to feel fulfilled, what's going to be fulfilling for you. And this is ultimately about, you know, career advances, job advances, financial advances, okay, and achievements. For some of you, this is even talking about, right, where you live. Okay, because then we talked about that government as well. So maybe moving to a different country, or maybe even changing the way that you view the government and voting. Okay, maybe this is about that as well. So keep that in mind. We have fifth house, creativity. So for a lot of you guys, yeah, you want to be really creative in your career life. You want to be creative. So this is talking about getting creative, doing the things that you want to do. Be, you know, that artist, painter, writer, poet, you know, make that YouTube channel, Etsy shop, online business, right? For a lot of us, it is because society does not allow us to be creative. It squishes our creativity, throws it out the window, throws it in the trash, and tells us that we don't need it. But it is so important. Creativity is the root of manifestation. It is the root of magic, is creativity. And that is why, right, the world does not want us to have creativity, because through creativity there is strength, there is spiritual knowledge and wisdom. So now's the time to really get in touch with your creative side, because this is what's going to help you to be very fulfilled, right? To work towards those career options for you, but also to really get connected with your guides and with spirit and with source, and also which is ultimately going to help you with your manifestation goals, okay? That law of attraction. It all begins with creativity. We also have the South Node, life's debt. So, but in reverse. So this is definitely, again, talking about those hard times, those hard moments. So Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, you have some debts that are going to have to be paid off. Okay, some soul debts, some cyclic debts, some generational karma or past life karma that's going to come into play during this retrograde, right? Debts that you have to pay off. And those are going to be the toughest times and the toughest moments, but you can get through them. And once you get through them, things are going to start to lighten up, and you're going to feel a sense of relief once you've overcome these debts. You're going to feel a sense of like weight lifting off of your shoulders, and then things are going to start to change for you. Gears are going to start shifting, and you're going to have this new knowledge, right, based off of these tough situations that have happened and that have come into play. So keep that in mind as well. We also have astrology destiny. So Pluto retrograde in Capricorn wants you to move towards your destiny, right? Your career is ultimately part of your destiny. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? How is this helping you and those around you? Okay, reaching your greatest good as well as helping others reach their greatest good. Okay, helping the world and the collective as a whole. Palmistry, interpretation. Okay, so interpretation is going to be very, very important during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, because how are you going to interpret the obstacles? How are you going to interpret the hurdles, the struggles, the, you know, those hard times, those hard moments, those tower moments that are going to be happening during this, right? Those layoffs, those setbacks. Interpretation, understanding that it's happening for you, not to you, understanding that it's going to help you grow, it's going to help you transcend, it's going to bring about new knowledge, wisdom. All of this is necessary. Understanding that it is all necessary for your personal growth, for your greatest good. Okay? So keep that in mind. This is all about how are you interpreting these situations? How are you interpreting what's happening around you, for you, to you? A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay, so for some of you guys, right, this is bringing in a new relationship. That's interesting, right? But when we think about Libra energy, right, it doesn't necessarily always mean romantic, but it could be a new business partner. It could be a new relationship, right, with a new job, new relationship with yourself. So, right, this is ultimately partnerships, relationships with those around you. And how are you benefiting from those relationships? What are you putting into those relationships? How are you beneficial to those around you? And how are those around you beneficial to you, right? With that balance there, that give and take. Okay. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries tells us it's time to take action, right? Full moon in Aries tells us it's time to act on a lot of those things that we've been, you know, wanting to do. So start doing that research, right? Being an active, right? Being active, making that active role, being more of an offensive player doesn't necessarily always mean going, you know, full force, all in. Sometimes the action in itself could be a little more passive and just doing the research. So maybe now's the time to, you know, be active, but more passive in doing your research, doing your study, doing your practice, making a vision board, journaling, scripting. Okay, so maybe that you don't quit your 9 to 5 and go full in on this online business that, you know, you've been wanting to do but haven't even scratched the surface of yet. You know, there's still a process of goal setting, and that's ultimately what this is about. This is about reflecting, right? Reflecting, redoing, reprocessing what it is that you want to do for your future and making a plan for that. Now's the time to really make the plan. Now's the time to start making that map of, you know, goal setting, practicing, studying, right? Learning, reteaching yourself what it is that you want to do, gaining the knowledge on how to be successful in these new endeavors that you're going to be moving towards, okay? So that is also very, very important to note. And then we have engagement, okay? So that's your affirmation for this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Today, I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average, and at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. So, basically, what I get from this, right, for your affirmation for this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is that during this time, you really have to step out of your comfort zone. So take a new route, take a walk, you know, somewhere different. It's about doing things different. And I think a lot of us have been stuck in maybe the same routine for a while. And I think that's where we start to get comfortable. So we get comfortable in our lives, we get comfortable in these routines, but when we're comfortable, we're not growing. When we're in routine, we're not growing because nothing's changing. And when there's no change, there's no growth because then there's no obstacles to overcome, there's no setbacks, there's nothing that we're working towards. It all just starts to become very monochromatic. And so in this, you know, retrograde, I think we have to start to step out of our comfort zone. We have to start to do things differently because in the back of our mind, we want there to be a change, but at the end of the day, we have to make the change. And the change can be small at first, and then it starts to get bigger. And then we start to do, you know, bigger things, make bigger changes in our life. So start small, right? Excuse me. Start small with the changes and then start to work towards bigger ones. And this is going to prove to be ultimately very beneficial, and it's going to teach you a lot. I think you're going to learn a lot because a lot of us, you know, we get comfortable and we don't realize that, you know, we're staying very static in our life until we start to make those changes, and then we start to realize, wow, like there's so much more that I could be doing. There's so much more that I could be learning, right? Then we start to feel more fulfilled when we start to learn more, do more, have more experiences. I think this is really what it's about too, is having those more, or having more of those experiences that are life-changing and that are really going to help grow and broaden your horizons and your perspective of life on earth, right? Life through others, life, and how, right, maybe different religions and how different people view and have perspectives over, you know, maybe the inner workings of, you know, specific cosmic events or cosmology, astrology, right, scientific, quantum physics, you know, a lot of these hard-hitting topics and things that we don't really think about, that we should be thinking about, that's really going to ultimately be that I can't even talk. That's ultimately going to propel us to our highest good, our greatest potential. Those are the things that we really should be focusing on, okay? So lots of information, lots and lots of information. I hope that reading resonated for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below how that did. If it did resonate. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get into our charm casting now, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into our charm casting now. I got my casting board here for us. I have my charms here. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Okay, lots of charms. Okay, lots of information happening here. More than I anticipated. Goodness. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay, what's going on here? So we see that definitely there's, okay, so yeah, during this Pluto retrograde, that there's definitely work on yourself that's happening here. Definitely work on yourself. There's a lot of self-growth, a lot of self-exploration happening here. We also see here that there's definitely, it's for your greatest good. There's definitely good luck happening here. We see that there's definitely a balance that's going to be happening here with your emotions. I think definitely, because we had the flamingo on the knife in the moon Cancer, right? So this could be balancing your work life and your work life and your home life. There's a balance that has to happen here. And there's also a balance with your, right, emotions, right? There's going to be a little bit of struggle with your emotions on how to maybe accept change. For a lot of you guys, change is going to be really scary, right? Well, having to make that change, but we see that there's definitely a need to cut out fear, a need to cut out doubt, right? That self-destructive behavior, those self-destructive qualities or actions, right, that you're doing. There's some self-destructive behavior that's happening here that you have to cut out of your life in order to start to find that balance, right, of emotional fulfillment, while also still being, you know, realistic and also you know, being able to support your family and those around you. So for some of you guys, maybe you have kids and that's going to be, you know, a tough spot for you, understanding how to do something that you love, but also wanting to make sure that you're going to be able to, you know, pay your bills and feed your kids and take care of your kids. So definitely finding that balance, but I see that it's going to be possible. Okay. So there's a need to really just believe in yourself, like we've been talking about, okay? We see that there's some fear that's happening here, fear of being creative. There's a fear of doing the things that you want to do. There's fear of standing out and being independent. So there's definitely work that has to be done there, right? A definitely transformative energy that's happening. You're transforming those fears into strength, transforming that fear into confidence. So that's going to be a little tough for you guys, but we see that there's definitely self-improvement that's happening here. We see that spirit is also on board with helping you grow. So we know that with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, right, spirit wants us to move forward. There's definitely a need during this energetic shift to be able to grow. So spirit wants you to have this self-fulfillment, and spirit wants to communicate with you and to be able to have that open communication like we talked about in the cards. to be able to have that open communication with you, so that way you understand why all of this is happening, okay? So we also see here with certain relationships that there's definitely, which is interesting, there's definitely new relationships that are coming in here, and I see new social groups as well. So I see this transformative energies, right? I think there's going to be like maybe new friend groups, or you're going to join maybe like a Facebook group or some kind of club at school, or you know, maybe you're going to make new friends at work. But I see that there's potential for a new social circle that's going to be very beneficial to you. You guys are going to start to help each other out. You're going to meet definitely someone or a group of people that's going to be very, very supportive to you. And likewise, you're going to be very supportive of them too. And this is going to create an interesting dynamic that's really going to help you propel yourself into, right, this change and self-growth and self-confidence. Because when other people believe in you, you start to believe in you. And it's very important to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who believe in you for that reason and for that purpose. When we support each other, oh goodness, when we support each other, there's this feeling of like nothing can stop us. Okay, nothing can stop us. And I see that you're definitely going to have a lot of support. I see that there's definitely going to be a lot of change, transformation, okay? And it's going to be hard. There's going to be hard transformative energies that are happening here. And it's definitely going to be the roots, right, we know, of this retrograde. Okay, so I see that there's a lot of people that are going to be coming into your life that are going to be helping you with this transformation. That's going to really help inspire a lot of this transformation here. I see that there's also a need to work on that root chakra. Okay, getting grounded is going to be very important this month. Maybe some of you guys have a blocked root chakra. You have to focus on unblocking that. I also see the heart chakra is going to be very important here. For a lot of you guys, that's going to come into play, right, with these new people that are really going to be helping you get grounded, helping you with this transformative energy, helping you open up your heart more, opening up to self-love and to loving others and to loving what you do. That's going to be very important here. And again, we have more transformation energy here. So we see that you've been looking for change. You've been looking for change. You've been wanting change, but you haven't been taking the action to make those changes happen. It's something that you've been wanting, but not something that you've been doing. And we see that there's definitely a need to take action in that now. And we see that there's definitely inspiration for that action. And Spirit is going to be helping create that action. So that action is going to be happening, and it's no longer going to be in your control with this Pluto retrograde, okay? Spirit is coming in, and Spirit is saying, this is something that you've been wanting, but it's not something that you've been doing. So I'm going to start to make it happen for you. Only problem is when Spirit starts to make things happen for you, it happens suddenly, it happens dramatically, and we aren't ready for it, okay? So you're not going to be ready when a lot of these changes happen. But it's going to be for your greatest good, and it's going to make your future so much more successful. And it's going to be hard for you to see now how this transformation is going to help you in the long run, right? But this isn't a short-term change. We know Pluto is going to be retrograde all the way until October. So this is something that's going to be happening for months now. So there's going to be months of transformation happening, months of, right, maybe setbacks and hurdles that's going to happen in order to help us grow and see, you know, how this is going to help us with our future. But maintaining a positive demeanor, right, a positive mindset throughout all of this, because it's all happening for our greatest good, for our greatest future. So that's very important. That's very interesting that that happened like that. That's never happened before. So that's just really, really cool, you guys. But yeah, so that is your charm cast. That is your reading. That is the forecast, the energetic forecast for this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. I hope that this reading resonated. Let me know in the comments down below. I know it was so much information, you guys, so much information that I just threw at you. But let me know in the comment section if it resonated. Let me know if it was helpful, how you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, I have more videos like this coming towards you with all the other retrogrades that are going to be happening. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching. It has been such a pleasure. If you liked this reading, please do give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel, you guys. And don't forget to also share this video with your friends and family so they know what this retrograde has in store for them, so they can benefit right from the energies. Let's share the love, share the motivation, share the inspiration, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well if you aren't already, so that way you guys see that too. I post every time I post a new video. I also post some daily readings, daily energy forecasts to help you guys throughout the day. So those are just some little tips and tricks to get you through your Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Okay, keep it creepy. Bye, you guys.